Beloved brothers and sisters, today we gather with open hearts, seeking comfort, understanding, and hope. Life brings us joy and laughter, but also moments of pain and sorrow. Each of us has felt the sting of disappointment, loss, or hardship. Some may be walking through a valley right now asking, "Why, God? Why do you allow suffering in my life?" If you've asked this question, you are not alone. Even faithful believers in the Bible cried out with tears and longing, searching for answers in the midst of their struggles.
Let me begin by saying, God sees your pain. He knows your sorrow. Psalm 34:18 reminds us, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." If you feel broken, know that God is closer than ever. He is not far away nor indifferent to your suffering. He draws near, ready to comfort and heal. But why does God, who loves his children, allow pain and suffering? Why do we face trials, illness, loss, or disappointment? The question is honest, and it deserves a compassionate answer. First, we must remember that we live in a fallen world. Sin entered through Adam and Eve, and with it came brokenness, pain, sickness, and death. Suffering is not God's original plan, but in his wisdom he allows it for a time. Yet even in the midst of suffering, God is at work. He is not powerless or absent. He is weaving a greater story, one that we cannot fully see from our limited perspective. Romans 8:28 gives us an unshakable promise of hope. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Notice the scripture does not say some things, or only the good things. It clearly says all things. This means every single circumstance in our lives, both the joyful and the painful, the victories and the valleys, are being woven together by God's loving hands for a divine purpose. When we face hardship, loss, or seasons of deep struggle, it can be difficult to see how anything good could come from it. Yet God assures us that nothing is wasted in his plan. Even the moments that bring tears, confusion, or heartache are shaping us, refining our faith, and drawing us closer to him. What may feel like a setback is often a setup for greater blessing, growth, and spiritual maturity. God's love is so great that he can take the broken pieces of our lives and craft them into a masterpiece that reflects his glory. Our pain becomes a platform for his power. Our trials become testimonies of his faithfulness. So when you walk through difficult times, remember this truth. God is at work. Always. Trust that he sees the bigger picture, and know that your suffering has meaning in his perfect plan. Nothing you endure is ever wasted in the hands of a loving Father. Let us consider some reasons why God allows suffering in our lives. First, suffering refines our faith. James 1:2-4 says, "Consider it pure joy, my broth,